welcome to Remote STEM class. Mr. Dowd here. So, happy Tuesday. We're going to go on and work on our Tinkercad avatar. So I believe the last class I did the mouth, and now I've got to go do work on the mouth a little bit more. Do the teeth and the lines for the teeth. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to make another smile. Alright, and just keep coloring that in. Alright. Press done. I'm gonna make it white because teeth, you want them pearly white, right? Let's rotate that a bit. Perfect. Need to bring that over that way. It needs to rotate again so it's parallel with the face because you don't want teeth hanging out of the face, right? That wouldn't look too right. Wouldn't look good at all. So, gotta make that smaller for sure. Okay, so let's make that. Let's lower that a tiny bit. Go in. I don't know how well this is gonna look. Alright, so you can kind of see that he has some teeth now. Oh, don't like that. A little bit of white in his chompers. So let's see if I can just make it a little bit better here. That's too much. So I can go ahead now and manipulate the rest of the mouth so it covers it a little bit better. Let's lower that a tiny bit. Get a little bit better. Let's move that in a little bit more. And let's make that in a little bit more. I know that doesn't look too good, but I think once I move the whole object in, it's sticking out a lot right now, it won't look like he has buck teeth, right? You don't want buck teeth. Alright, so that looks better. I don't think I'm going to do the lines for the teeth like I did here. I don't think that'll look good. So I think next I'm going to work on is the ears. Alright, so since ears are symmetrical, I can make one on this side and copy it over and make it for this side. So let's see, what shape should I use? I think I'm going to go with a wedge or a pyramid. Or a paraboloid. I kind of like the paraboloid. I haven't used this before, so let's use this one. That over. Let's obviously make that smaller. Because I did say he had pointy ears. So yeah, he has pointy ears. And actually this shape here looks a little bit like a paraboloid. Alright, so we'll bring this up. Bring it over. Let's make it a little more cone-like. Alright, let's raise it up and let's rotate it. So let's rotate on this axis here. So let's go like a 45-degree angle or so. Alright, so I guess I'll need to make the ear bigger. A wee bit bigger. Yeah, it looks like a flying saucer. Make it look more like that. Alright, how's it look for an ear? Maybe a little shorter? I think so too. Alright, I think that looks good. I'll copy it over next class. Have a great one, guys. Bye.
Gators. Today I'm making a cinnamon bread coffee cake. You can have it for breakfast or you can have it for a snack. Okay, so I'm going to use actually a mix for this. I found it like this, but you can also make muffins out of it. So I'm going to take the main ingredient, get it in a bowl. Okay, I'm going to add 4 eggs. A lot of eggs. And I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of water and a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. But I don't use vegetable oil because I don't think it's very good for you. I use corn oil. But you can use either. Now when you mix this, it's going to be a little lumpy. And when we put it in the pan, we are only going to put half of the batter in the pan because we're going to spread some cinnamon mix on top. It's almost like a cinnamon roll, but without the frosting. But it still has the cinnamon topping. Cinnamon rolls were a huge favorite with my kids when they were young. They still are. But you could also make cinnamon muffins out of this. So that's what it's going to look like. So I'm using a 9x9 pan because I'm not making muffins. And I'm going to put half of the batter in. Get another spoon. Okay, now I'm going to take some of the cinnamon topping and I'm going to put it on top. I don't want to put all of it on top, because I'm going to put another layer of the batter on top of that. This also will make the house smell amazing. Okay, so now it looks like this. Now I'm going to take the rest of this, put it on top. And spread it over the cinnamon, powdered cinnamon. Okay, that looks like that. And then I'm going to take the rest of this and put it over the top. So this takes about 45 minutes in the oven at 350. Some ovens are different, so it could take a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. This is what it looks like going in the oven. So I'm going to put it in for 45 minutes, and then I'm going to check on it. I'll probably check on it in half an hour, just to make sure. I'm going to do the same test that I do with the toothpick, okay? But I will show you what it looks like on the other end. Hi guys, so it took about 40 minutes, maybe 35 minutes. Okay, I put the toothpick in the middle, came out clean, so it's good. So obviously you could eat it warm, or, I mean, you're not gonna eat the whole thing unless you have somebody at your house. You could eat it warm or cover it up and heat it up later if you wanted a snack, but it's a good breakfast type coffee cake to have in the morning, but it's probably not going to fill you up because it does have sugar in it. But it's a nice little treat if you're looking for something different for breakfast, or you're having a bunch of people over, like for the holidays, and they wake up and you need something for breakfast. You can make this with like other stuff like eggs and fruit and healthier stuff. So yeah, so it's just like your cinnamon roll coffee cake type with the glaze that you probably make from those containers. It's very similar. All right, until next time.
Hey Gators, hopefully you guys had a good brainstorming session for your public service announcement yesterday. I want to share with you some of my ideas, and then I'll also work on how to turn these ideas into a script, and that's what our next step is going to be. All right, so we said our PSA is going to have three choices: wearing a mask, washing your hands, or social distancing. Okay, and in your PSA, you need to have three parts: a strong message, facts to support your message, and a memorable visual or a catchphrase. Let me make that a little bit bigger so we can see it. There we go. How's that better? Hopefully. All right, so I said use the rest of this space to brainstorm your ideas. Well, here are our ideas. I researched a website, the University of Southern California, Davis, and on that website they said the three W's to prevent the spread of COVID. Wash your hands, wear a mask, watch your distance. I kind of like the way that sounds. The three W's, right? It's just an easy thing to remember. You've probably heard something similar. I just like the way that they put that. So I also wanted to focus on the idea of wearing a mask, because I think I can have a very good visual. Because remember, I need a memorable visual or a catchphrase, right? So if I got the three W's and I focus on wearing a mask as a visual, I'm starting to get some ideas for my PSA. So I looked at a mask and I said, okay, I'm going to research how masks really do help stop the spread. So masks can reduce the risk of getting the coronavirus by as much as 65%. Wow, that's a pretty high percentage just by putting a mask on, that you can avoid getting sick, and you can avoid getting somebody else sick. Cloth masks are the ones that help stop the spread. Okay? Oh, I forgot the word spread there. Oops, there we go. All right. Massachusetts is currently over 2,000 cases per day. 2,000 people in Massachusetts are getting the coronavirus every day. Lawrence is averaging 62.4 positives per day. That's a lot of people just here in our community. Our infection rate in Lawrence as of today is 9.98%. Okay? For every 100,000 people, that means 10% basically are getting sick. So we have to do something. Okay? So we're going to now take some of this information, okay, and we're going to put it into a script. All right? We're going to start just putting our ideas down. All right? So I want to say something about the three W's. And I can start off as an opening with three W's to stop the spread. All right, and now I'm going to say all 3 W's. So this is my script. 3 W's to stop the spread. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your distance. What can I do next, right? I can say something else. I also want to have a visual. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, let's start with the easy one. Wear a mask. It is a simple thing that can save a life. All you need to do is mask up and move on. Oh, I kind of like that. That's a catchphrase. All you need to do is mask up and move on. Cool. I like the way that sounded. And what I'm going to do while I do that, I'm going to add a visual. To add a visual in a script, I am going to, hang on. To add a visual to a script, I'm going to put it in parentheses. Put on my mask. So it would look something like this. Let's start with the easy one. Wear a mask. And I'm going to show my mask, right? I'm showing a visual. It is simple. It's a simple thing that can save a life. All you need to do is mask up and move on. All right? So that's just a brief way to think about how to create your script. What I want you guys to focus on over the next 2 days, because we don't have school Wednesday, you got tomorrow off, but Thursday you're going to finalize your script and you're going to be filming your commercials on Friday. All right? So that's kind of our timeline. So we can practice on Thursday, and then Friday we're going to film our commercials, and I'll talk you through how to do that. All right? Can't wait to see what you come up with, Gators. Great job. And remember those 3 W's. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your distance.
Hi guys. I hope that you were able to draw one metallic object. Today we're going to use our value scale again, and we're going to look at our previously drawn object. And today we're going to be creating a composition of at least 5 metallic objects. Okay? So you're going to need 5 metallic objects. Again, I'm using utensils from my kitchen. And they don't all have to be the same. But what I would like you to do is create an interesting arrangement, creating an interesting composition. Composition just means how you fill the space. Is there symmetry? Is there asymmetry? You're creating a focal point. Maybe you want everyone just to be looking down at this corner mostly, and you might have your arrangement might show a lot happening down here and maybe not a lot happening up there. It's up to you, but I would like you to find 5 at least. I think 5 is good, maybe 4 or 5. I'm going to be using 5. So I think I'm going to just put my fork right there. There. So that's going to be my arrangement. I'm going to slide it a little bit upwards so I can draw it. Okay. So I'm going to draw my arrangement that I've created. And next time we can add those values to create the look of a metallic object. And we'll use our value scale for that. But for today, I'm just going to ask you guys to draw an interesting composition. You're filling the space in an interesting way with your metallic objects. And then we'll draw them. Next time we'll add the dark grays, the black areas, the white areas to make it look like it's metallic. All right, so I'm going to look at my large fork first. I'm just breaking it down into shapes.
So kind of looking at this sort of a shape for that fork. And then it gets a little skinnier here. That handle, that gets wider. It comes way down. Doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of making a sketch. And then we can go in and make changes next time when we start adding our values. But that's basically the shape of the fork that I see. You can always erase parts. And then I see the handle of my little potato masher. Kind of starts right about here. Just looking at that shape as like a large oval, or kind of a long oval shape. And then there's some overlapping here, but I'm just focusing on that masher shape. Like this kind of goes like that. And just do your best. You don't have to get complicated utensils. You know, if you just want to do a few spoons and a couple knives or something, that's fine too. I'm just going to do that, even though it has kind of a little more going on over there. Just going to make some straight lines for now. So I have two of my objects lightly drawn. We're just making some sketches. I have another fork kind of sticking out over here. I'm just going to draw the basic shape that I see. And you can do that too. Just look at the shapes for now. My spoon is overlapping this way, making an oval for that spoon here. And the handle of that spoon goes over here, and the large fork is overlapping that. And I have this fun little loop at the end of that spoon. So I'm just going to draw an oval for that. Next, I'm just going to make this look a little more like a fork in this one too, just by adding some lines. Okay, keeping it light, kind of loose drawing right now. The handle of that fork back there overlaps. It's pretty well hidden by the larger fork that's overlapping on top of it. Then I have this spoon over here, which will complete my arrangement of these metallic objects. I'm just going to make an oval. Maybe it's over that way a little bit more, and you can see a little bit more of the handle. And this fork is overlapping again. And, ooh, that made me realize that this handle should be up a little bit more. That one's up there, and then the spoon is here. Just kind of making a larger oval-y kind of shape, half an oval there, and straight. And then I'll just erase this. I like my composition. I like how my objects are filling the space. So I'm going to stop right there. So go ahead and find 5, at least 5, 4 is good too, metallic objects, and try to draw them. Make an interesting composition. That just means arrange them in an interesting way, and try to draw them. Just use shapes. Next time, we'll add those values and make them look like metallic objects. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to Virtual PE. I'm Miss Reedy. Alright, today we're going to do upper body stretch with me. We're going to start with a 3-point circle on our neck. Okay, we're going to just look forward and lean to the side. And down. Up. Still committed to one side shoulder. Good, we're gonna switch it to the other side. Again, looking forward. And down. And up. All right, now we're gonna do a forearm stretch. We're gonna pull our fingers back. And we're gonna flip it over and pull it down to the floor. Again, back though. And switch. So pull fingers up and pull it back. And point them down. Okay, good. Now we're going to do a tricep stretch, which is the muscle behind in the back of your arm. And switch. Okay, good. We're going to reach to one side. And switch to the other side. Good. We're going to put one arm in front and we're going to pull it. Switch. right, for the last stretch, we need a wall. We're gonna put our hands, we're gonna put one foot in front of the other. Hands straight up, head down, and push your shoulders kind of like towards the wall. I'm going to switch my feet. While I'm doing this, I'm also kind of stretching my back calf muscle. All right, guys, nice job.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that cardio yesterday. Tuesday is a stretch day, so let's get right into it, okay? Let's put our feet together, elbows on our knees, okay, and hold. It's gonna do 10 seconds each stretch, 10 to 15. Don't go too far, just make sure you can feel it, feel a good stretch in your muscles. Good, let's extend our left leg, our right foot flat, and reach. Keep that left leg flat in the ground. Bring your right foot over, raise your knee. Very good. Let's bring our elbow across. Release. Let's get that right leg down. Left foot up. Reach. Left foot cross, raise your knee. Good, elbow across. Very good. Let's get our quads now. Switch right leg back, left foot flat, and just give me a slight lean back. Don't go too far, just as long as you feel that stretch right in your quad. Good. Left leg back, right leg flat. Slight lean. And last one, let's do our figure four stretch, okay? Get on our backs, let's put our left foot on our right knee, raise it back. Let's bring our knee across our body. Let's switch. Right foot on left knee and bring it up. Bring your knee across your body. and release. All right, good job. No school tomorrow, so we'll see you on Thursday.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.